What's going on, humans, aliens, and ethereal life forms of all kind? Welcome back to another steezy Monday morning. This podcast is What Up, Aliens? I'm your host, Austin Kress, a.k.a. Stoney McBlaze, dude. And we're back, baby. Back like we never left. We're here, and we are here to stay. I'm friggin' pumped up today, dude. Yoinked off of some Monster Energy drink. Is it good for me? No, probably not. But does it make me feel good? Oh, yeah. Deep in the Zen Addiction Chronicles. No change in sight, folks. No change in sight. Deeply addicted. I've got 2 packs running right now because I had a long drive this morning back from my girlfriend's place, and I couldn't imagine a long drive without nicotine. That's where we're at. We need it to drive. We need to wake up. We need it to function. It is non-negotiable. I'm so addicted. I don't know how I'm going to quit. I don't know if I'm going to quit. I gotta. I feel like I must. I feel like it's untenable. My new favorite word. I've been using it, overusing it, using it in skits, videos, using it every day. Untenable. That's my word. And it means something that will not stand, cannot stand. Something that you just can't put up with anymore, and I'm overusing it. I have discovered it, and I will not let it go. I'm like Christopher Columbus when he discovered America, except that he didn't. I'm pretending I'm the first person to discover it. I'm pretending I'm the first person to be addicted to it, and I'm making it everybody else's problem. I'm destroying my mouth the way Columbus destroyed the indigenous people that he settled upon. That's what we're doing. But that's okay. You know, we're going to keep moving forward. We'll keep getting better. Room is nearly clean. As you can see, no dishes. No dishes sitting on my bed. Bed is made. Things are largely put away for the most part. And man, every time I clean my room, I feel like I can breathe again. And then I just let it get messy. And that's just the cycle that I live in. We're going to break that cycle. We're going to break the generational trauma of things getting super messy and then cleaning them up all in one go, desperately and filled with fear. We're going to fix that, okay? I'm going to become an organized person. I just started a new audiobook, and if you're a self-help junkie like me, I'm obsessed with self-help. I'm always going through phases of listening to a book, getting super inspired, and then doing absolutely nothing about it. And all the self-help books are pretty much the same. They just repeat the same stuff over and over again. But every time I listen to it, I'm like, oh yeah, that's a thought I should have held on to. But hey, this time it's going to stick, bro. This time it's going to stick. Fitness-wise, where am I at? You've heard me talk about it. I'm doing badly. Fitness-wise, I'm back to trying to get into a routine. I've been running almost daily, slowly running, short and slow. But the thing I know to be true is that you start short and slow, and eventually you get long and fast. And that's what we're looking for. We're looking for long and fast runs. Right now, they're short and slow, but we're going to keep building step by step, just like the podcast, building step by step. Almost have 100 downloads. Whoa, is this the episode that we crack 100 downloads? It might be. I've been promoting this bad boy every time I go live on TikTok. And, dude, I've been having a lot of fun. I've been going live on TikTok for a long time. I did 6 hours yesterday. I'm like a Twitch streamer now, except I'm a TikTok streamer. But it's been really fun, dude. It's been a fun way to connect with people, talk to people, vibe out, and, you know, doing what I do, creating a chiller space than other TikTok lives. I don't know if you've seen them. There's pretty much 3 types of TikTok lives. There's people yelling for donations, battling each other. We have 2 creators going at it, and they're trying to get their fans to send them who can send me the most money, and it works. People do it. And then there's poor families in caves. I don't know if you've seen the Poor Families in Caves TikTok. They're a poor family, looks like they're in Afghanistan, and it's probably a sound stage in Burbank, and with really good hair and makeup, but it looks very, very real, and they're asking for money. And then there's, there's 4 types. There's the NPC streamers who just repeat the same words and phrases every time someone sends them a gift. That seems to be popular. Then there's just basic, kind of gaming streams. And so I'm trying to do something a little different and just be chill. I play relaxing boring games. My most recent game is essentially a minimum wage job simulator, except I own a card shop, so it's a small business simulator. I own a card shop that's loosely related to Pokemon. It's patterned after Pokemon, and I never played Pokemon because my parents told me it was demons. And I streamed that for 6 hours, slowly making the shop better, pulling rare cards, getting very excited when I pull rare cards, and this is why I don't talk to my grandparents. I don't know how I would ever explain to them that I, for 6 hours, sat on a computer and talked to strangers while pretending to work a job. I don't think they could wrap their heads around that, and if they did, they would lose all respect for me, and they would stop talking to me. So maybe that's the key. Be radically honest with your grandparents if you don't enjoy talking to them, and they will stop talking to you. My grandma texted me the other day. Still haven't texted her back. Bad grandson. I'm not a good grandson. I'm sorry. I'm not. Okay, I'm bad. But also, how do I respond? She texted me and said, "Hey, Austin, do you still live in Van Nuys? I want to know how you're doing. Also, I've heard that Russell Brand gave his life to Christ, and he's doing wonderful things." And I don't really know how to respond to that. Do I just text her and say he's a rapist? That's why? Probably not the move. Yeah, Grandma, he had a documentary exposing his rape allegations, so he decided to become Christian to throw people off the scent of the misconduct. I don't think that's the text that Grandma wants to get back. I almost broke her brain one time when I told her Ronald Reagan wasn't actually a very good president. She nearly had a heart attack. I nearly got the inheritance that day. I don't know if there's an inheritance, by the way. I have zero clue. So yeah, that's kind of what I've been up to. Yesterday, terrible day in the beginning. I hung out with my girlfriend later. It was good, but I was feeling awful. I felt terrible about myself. The classic negative thoughts. Nobody likes what I'm doing. My creative output is stupid. I'm a loser. My room is a mess. And then I streamed for 6 hours on a game, and then I hung out with my girlfriend, and I felt a lot better. I'm feeling very good today. I already went for a run today. I got to work later, so I'm feeling good. I'm feeling happy. I'm feeling excited. I am feeling relaxed. I'm actually feeling content today. Yeah, feeling content. Yeah, so it's a good day. It's a good day for me. I've really been enjoying tracking my moods. I don't do it every day because yet I'm going to get it to an everyday situation. But for right now, just even tracking a little bit and starting to try to find trends and stuff is really good. Yeah, I had a real streak at the end of August. I was feeling great. And then things kind of got bad for a couple days and then good again and then bad again. So, slowly but surely trying to improve the overall quality of my mental health. Thank you for coming along on this journey with me. What are we doing today, guys? We're going to start weird and maybe boring. We all have friends that tell us about their dreams, and now I'm your friend who's going to tell you about his dream. But I'm going to do some dream analysis. I'm going to get on my dream analysis. I'm going to Google it. Dream dictionary, dream interpretation and analysis. Dreamdictionary.com is where I'm going to be getting all of my things from. So I had a dream. I had back-to-back stress dreams the other day. I was having a stress dream. I woke up, and then I was still in a dream. I had an inception. You guys ever had an inception dream? Well, mine was stressful, and then I woke up from that stress dream into another stress dream. And then I woke up because my roommate went to work, and then I went back to sleep into another stress dream. And I'll be honest, I don't really know what that means, but I'm going to do some quick Googling on dreamdictionary.org and see what maybe we can get an interpretation of it. And I don't know if I believe in the power of dreams. I mean, it's your subconscious mind going on a wild journey all by itself and just throwing symbols at you. And I don't know if they have significance. I go back and forth. Sometimes I think they do. Sometimes I think it's just your mind sorting through emotions. The notable highlights, I don't remember a lot, but here's some notable highlights. I was too high in my dream, which is probably why I felt it was real, because that happens. It hasn't happened in a while. I've been very fortunate. My weed consumption is up, and my tolerance is up, and I'm really excited about that, because for so long, my weed smoking was just getting way too high with a stranger after smoking a joint, and then freaking out, and then being worried about them thinking I was weird, and then going home and eating an entire box of cereal, and then going to sleep watching Futurama. I did that for about 5 years straight. And now I can smoke weed with pretty much anybody and feel fine. Unless we're doing massive bong rips or dabs, I don't really get too high or any amount of edible, even 5 milligrams of edible will get me absolutely zooted. So I was too high in my dream, and I was hanging out. Tommy Chong was there. Too high with Tommy Chong, and he was telling me, you gotta eat lunch meat, man. You gotta eat gabagool, and it'll help you. So I was eating gabagool out of a fridge with Tommy Chong, and I was eating it like it was a fruit roll-up, just eating it straight off the plastic. So the first thing, and then later on, I had Zendaya was in the dream, and Zendaya was in the dream. She said something to me. I forget exactly what it was, and then Danny McBride came out wearing a fedora, and he wanted me to wear the fedora in the scene, and I was laughing because I thought he was joking, but then he was serious, and I started throwing up water because I was laughing so hard at the fact that he thought the fedora was looking good, and I thought it looked bad. So let's see what celebrities. Let's do celebrities. Dreaming about celebrities. Did you know dreaming about celebrities is one of the most common dreams people tend to experience? In fact, 100,000 people a month. So what do those dreams actually mean? Celebrities appear in your dreams represent your own desire to be noticed or relating to your own unacknowledged potential. And hey, I feel like I have a desire to be noticed. I'm making a podcast alone in my room and broadcasting it to the entire universe. If that doesn't scream desperate to be noticed, I don't know what does. And questioning what they are, what they're known for, they mean to you. Check out some of the personal attributes that might apply to what's missing in your life. Comedian, intelligent, singer, sexy, tough, mysterious. Okay, so yeah, I had 2 comedic actors pop up, and then so maybe like I want to be seen as sexy and funny, and that's why I have Zendaya, who people think are hot, and I don't really think she's that hot, but everyone else does, so whatever. Not really my type. I like ladies with a bit of a body, and no offense to Zendaya, very beautiful, just very thin and sort of childlike, and people like that, and that's fine. They can like that, okay? It doesn't have to be for me. It doesn't even matter. Who cares what I think about her body? She's successful. She's fine. My thoughts don't matter. Okay, yeah. So that seems like, maybe I'm my unrealized potential. I feel like that's huge, and that's why I'm trying to get my life more organized and stuff, is because I want to reach my full potential, and you do too. And so we got to find positive habits and routines that can help us achieve our full potential. So that was that. Now, what about lunch meat? Let's do lunch. What is lunch meat? Lunch meat. Nothing found. Okay. What about eating? Okay. Dreams of cooking. I wasn't exactly cooking. Dreaming of cooking is considered very positive omen, symbolizing nourishing some aspect of your mind, soul, or body. Okay. Let's just try food. This isn't really coming up with much for me. Food. Food in dreams. Importance of food in dreams. All right. Let's see. Depending on the particular type of food, it will reflect metaphorically to what part of your mind or body or soul you're nurturing. Food is more than just necessary to survive, but it's become part of us, part of our culture, religions, ability to bring people together. In our dreams, food becomes highly symbolic for connecting us with physical and emotional strengths and energies. Essentially, you're fulfilling parts of your unconscious. Essentially, you are fulfilling parts of yourself that are unconscious to you. All right. Why am I receiving food? Okay, I was eating food. Many people, okay, so giving can be considered keys to success, fulfillment. All right, so essentially, I think it means I'm going to be fulfilled soon. Or that I'm seeking fulfillment. Also, I do use food to self-soothe in my life. If I feel sad or bad or down or upset or frustrated, I reach for sweets. Ice cream, it makes me feel better. I don't know if there's probably science to the sugar, probably boosts you up a little bit. So that might be why I was eating. I'm looking for fulfillment. I'm upset with my life, and I'm eating to fill the void. And that is very true. I do that constantly. So maybe that's what dream was pointing out to me. Hey, if you have weird dreams, let me know your weird dreams in the comments. All right? Let me know. Also, mid promo, subscribe, like, share, subscribe the podcast with your friends to give them some positivity for the day. And if you want to see me, if you want to laugh in person with me, my next show is in Pasadena, California, October 11th at the Ice House. I'm opening for my friend Shannon Fielder. You've probably seen some of her videos online. And she probably made you laugh already. So come laugh in person with us, October 11th, Pasadena, the Ice House. All right, that's my promo. And that's my dream segment. It was very short. I was hoping that segment would last longer, but it didn't. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Let's get into some positive news stories for your day. Positive news, positive news, positive news. What is the positive thing that we're going to learn about today? People happy. Hey, here's something positive. What if I could read? That'd be positive. Third time's a charm. Here we go. Lock in. People happy with their lives are less likely to suffer heart attack or stroke. I almost read it. People happy with their lives are less likely to suffer heart attack or stroke. Whoa. And that's because I guess people that are happy with their lives are less stressed. And when you're less stressed, your body functions better. So, that's positive though. If you're feeling unhealthy, you're probably feeling unhappy with your life. And that's super normal. I think nearly all of us are unhappy with our life in some degree. And if you're not unhappy with your life, dude, congrats. Comment down below and say my life is perfect. And we'll all enjoy the fact, vicariously through you, we can enjoy the fact that it's possible. And our lives, we might be happy with our life one day. That's awesome. I've got parts of my life I'm happy with. I got parts that I'm very deeply unhappy with. So I think the key is to remember to try to find that happiness. Try to find happiness, whatever it is, bro. If playing video games makes you happy, smoking weed makes you happy, trying to find healthy ways to spending time with your friends, going outside. I think if we up the happiness in our life, it'll literally make us live longer, which makes sense because if you're unhappy, you're subconsciously or sometimes consciously trying to die. And your body picks up on those signals, and it's like, hey, bro, if you want to check out of this room a little bit faster, we can give you an early checkout with a heart attack. And that's not to say everybody that has heart attacks or strokes or whatever are unhappy. It happens to happy people all the time. So we're not victim blaming here in any way. We're just saying that if you can find happiness in your life, then you're gonna live longer because your body's gonna be like, oh, we're actually doing fine. And that's really cool. Aliens, I touched the mic and it scared me. Aliens, what health concerns do you have? What's the average life of an alien? Please let me know in the comments, aliens, if you're listening. How long do you live? Do you have any longevity? Is there a special moon rock that you grind up and put into your drink that makes you live longer and improves cognitive thinking? Improves people talking with less stuttering, maybe? Is there stardust? Do you harvest a black hole and get the health benefits from that? Let me know. Is there kelp? Is there kelp under the ocean, deep in the ocean that you can only reach with a UFO? Let us know, aliens. Let us know some galactic health tips. I want to attend the Galactic Health Conference and learn ways to live longer from the far reaches of the cosmos. That'd be sick. So take me up. I'm inviting myself onto your spaceship. So anytime you want to abduct me, please do. All right. This one starts sad, ends good. A 4-year-old boy was removed from life support. Not good. But then he miraculously recovered. That's pretty incredible. That is incredible. And I think the lesson there is just because you think you're down and out doesn't mean you are. Things could be going terribly in your life, and you could and you will recover. And sometimes you don't even have to try. I don't really think this 4-year-old kid was putting all his energy and effort into healing himself. I think he was just, the body worked itself out. And that's another beautiful thing about our bodies that we often forget. Everyone's talking about you need supplements, you need this and that, and they're all helpful. The human body, ow, I poked myself in the eye. The human body is incredible. It's absolutely, my eye really hurt. It's like I punched myself with my finger. I 1-inch punched my own eye. That's cool. Thankfully, it was my bad eye. I'm supposed to wear glasses because my left eye's weak and my right eye's strong, and I just punched myself in the left eye. So maybe that'll make it even stronger through adversity. and maybe my eyes will heal themselves, because sometimes your body just does, man, and that's amazing. Also, if you've got a family member that's sick or something, don't give up hope. Anything can happen. They can miraculously be healed at all times. You never know. You never know. So don't give up hope. If you're going through some health issues, or you've got family members going through health issues, man, don't give up. Things can turn around like that, and you never really know when it's going to happen. So that's a really miraculous story. I love that's why we listen to this. So many times you hear stories about people dying. You don't hear as many stories about people living. This is a story about someone who lived terminally ill on life support, took him off the life support, said, "Oh no, that's the end of our son," and then bada bing, he's back, baby. And he'll probably go on to do something sensational. All right. Last positive news story of the day. A hurricane-proof Florida development easily endure Hurricane Helene, Ian, and Idalia, proving climate designs work. That's amazing. As our world experiences more and more disasters and things, it's nice to know that we are finding ways to fight it with science and engineering. That is incredibly positive. And yeah, if you're going through a hurricane or a natural disaster, man, I'm really sorry. That sucks. And it's really nothing you can do about it other than just sit there and, wait for things to get better. Unfortunately, the earth gets angry sometimes and just takes it out on people. And I'm sure aliens, if you're listening, you can relate. Meteorite strikes and all kinds of deep space shenanigans, I'm sure, are always going on. You're navigating. Oh no, our huge starship hit a space rock or a piece of space junk that came off of the International Space Station, or one of Elon Musk's many Teslas that he's launched into space. It smashed into you and ruined your home. It happens, man. It definitely happens, but we're getting better at fighting it. We will fight back as humans. That's one of the things that's cool about humans, is we're so resilient. You give us a bunch of problems, we'll find solutions, bro. And sometimes the problems or the solutions create more problems. But oftentimes, we find something that really just fixes it, and brings us all together. So, and if you're in your life, you're recognizing problems, or you're getting hit with hurricanes, maybe emotional hurricanes, learning to find positive coping mechanisms and just building your emotional house to withstand emotional hurricanes could really benefit you. So that's good. Just know there's hope out there, all right? Don't give up hope. No matter where you are in the universe right now, there is hope. And that's something I struggle with a lot. I feel hopeless all the time. But then when the hope comes back, you're like, whoa, I'm freaking hopeful, dude. I feel good, bro. This is awesome. All right. Now it's time for Stoked and Steamed. What am I stoked about? What am I steamed about this week? What am I steamed about, bro? I'm steamed that it's still hot in California and that I have to go work in the heat. A lot of you are probably working in the heat right now listening to this, and let me know. I'm right there with you, buddy. I'm going to be sweating my balls off in about an hour and a half, catering a wedding in Simi Valley at Hummingbird Ranch. It's going to be hot. It's going to be wet. It's going to be uncomfortable. My feet are going to hurt. What are you going to do? That's life. Sometimes you got to suck it up and go to work. So I'm going to suck it up and go to work. I wish it was getting colder. I want it to get cold so I can go snowboarding. We got another heat wave in Los Angeles, and the weather here is usually stunning, and then it'll just sucker punch you with some heat real fast. Yeah, I'm also steamed that I can't grow facial hair, bro. Look at this mustache. That's the best I can do. I'm trying to grow my mustache out because I think it'll help me book more commercials. If you watch commercials on TV, everybody's got a mustache. So I'm trying to grow mine out. And it is the dirtiest, grimiest stash right now. And it just is what it is. I just got to fight through and see. But every year I get a little bit better at growing facial hair. So if any of you are follically challenged, don't give up hope. I believe it. You can start growing hair. Maybe your hair will just start growing back randomly. You get happy because you're listening to the podcast, and then your hair starts growing. That's cool. Hey, definitely leave 5 stars if your hair starts to grow back. That's awesome. You notice most aliens don't have hair, and that's interesting. You don't see a lot of aliens with hair. And if you're an extraterrestrial listening, let me know why. Why do you guys all bald? I guess evolution. Does hair... I guess space travel, because if you're traveling thousands and millions of light years, if you had hair, it would grow really long or really short. So maybe through space travel, your bodies have evolved to not grow hair because it's useless. That could be interesting. Why don't we ever see any hairy aliens, bro? Where are the fuzzy aliens? I want to see a fuzzy alien. Okay, a fuzzy creature from the cosmos come down and just cuddly as hell, you know? Invasion of the cuddlers. That'd be cool, and they just come to Earth, and then they just hug us a bunch and make us feel good. Dope. Sign me up for that invasion. But it's probably something to do with space travel. You know what I mean? Probably why we don't see them. Yeah, they're flying through space, and all the different G-forces and effects of space travel slowly strip them of their body hair. Maybe that's the great, instead of getting laser hair removal, just travel around the universe for a couple years. That'll strip you of all your hair. What am I stoked about? Same thing I'm steamed about. Work. I'm stoked that I have work, man. I go through so much time of not working, and it gets such a drain that when I get work back to back, I'm working 4 days this week, and that's nothing. Some of you are working 7, and I get that. But for me, 4 days of work, I'm pumped, bro. My bank account, I'm staying alive. I'm paying bills. I'm paying rent. I've got, a little extra money for snacks and energy drinks and Zyn. Woo! Absolutely pumped on that, bro. So, that's what I'm stoked about, and that's what I'm steamed about, and I'm stoked that you're tuning in. I'm stoked that we're literally so close to 100 listeners on this podcast, the first 100. That's very exciting, because you got to start somewhere, and the first 100, that's a big deal. So thank you so much for tuning in. As always, longer podcast on my Patreon, $1 subscription. Like, share, subscribe the podcast. Rate 5 stars on Apple and Spotify. That really helps me. Thank you so much. We are growing something. We are building something special. And you're here at the ground floor. And I cannot thank you enough, dude. Tune in to me live on TikTok sometimes. It's a vibe. It's chill. No pressure to donate gifts or anything. Just show up and chat. We're going to have fun. Stay stoked. Have a rad day. And don't crash those spaceships.